Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my next vlog. I was just driving down the road listening to an Audible book from audible.com, and I just got so excited about it. So I thought I'd just pull right over and shoot this video to let you in on these new things I'm listening to and learning. That's one of the things I love about audible.com. I can get these books and read them while I'm driving down the road, keep my brain active, and keep myself awake. And sometimes that's pretty important. So I really love audible.com. So let me tell you about the book I'm listening to right now. It's called Habits of a Happy Brain. Retrain your brain to boost your serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, and endorphin levels. And it really is a great book. I'm learning a lot. And today I want to talk to you about dopamine. Dopamine is a neurochemical that's put out by your limbic system. And it's commonly called the molecule of more. Have you ever noticed how sometimes you just want something and you really want it and you start thinking about it and craving it and you read about it and then you get it and then all of a sudden, now you just lose interest. Oh, sure, now I've got it. So what? That's dopamine. That is this actual chemical that makes you want something new, this new thing, whatever it is, this new shiny toy that you just have to have. And then once you have it, the dopamine stops flowing, and now all of a sudden you don't care. I don't know about you, but that's something I experience all the time. And I think it's really, really helpful to understand that this is the way the human body works. One of the things that surprised me in this book was that every mammal has these neurotransmitters, these chemicals, and dopamine is common in all of them. It is the thing that makes you chase, that makes you strive. So if you are a predator, or even if you're just something that needs to eat food, which all mammals do, then dopamine motivates you to chase for food. So, for example, this is an example from the book. If you're a leopard and you're up in a tree and you see off in a distance a herd of gazelle, well, the herd's pretty far away, so you're not really thinking much about it. You can't go and get them. However, you notice one of the herd is limping and lagging behind, and you instantly know that's a hurt gazelle. I can get it. Now, a human climbing up a tree would think this exact same thing. And the dopamine would pour out for both of you because dopamine is the chase chemical, the chemical of expectations. Oh, that gazelle will taste good when I get to it and chomp down into it and feel the taste of blood in my mouth. And so human or leopard, the dopamine's flowing and makes you want to go and get that a gazelle. And if there's obstacles between you and that gazelle, if there's a time distance or if there's a river or a hill or a mountain you've got to climb, dopamine, the job of dopamine is to motivate you to pursue, to chase, to search for, to hunt down. And so, that was critically important. You might give up. You might just say, well, that's just too far and I'm tired. I'm not going to chase anymore. But the dopamine motivates you, and then you get to the food, and then you eat. So these chemicals are really important to our survival as human beings. The problem is we don't live out in wild nature anymore. We live in a place of abundance. We don't have to worry about killing a gazelle and tasting the food. You can go to the store and buy a hamburger. You can go to McDonald's and buy a hamburger. So that chase isn't there. But the dopamine is still floods your body when you want something. And so that chase instinct is still there. It still motivates you and drives you just the way it used to, except what you want now is different. Let me give you an example of what just happened in my own life. So what do? I make videos, and I make videos that I hope make people happy, and they watch them, and it changes their lives and makes their lives better. So I watch YouTube videos about cameras, about how to make better videos. That's what I do. So I just recently saw a new camera, and my chase instinct, the dopamine flowed when I saw this camera, and I thought to myself, wow, I could really make better videos if I had that camera. And then I thought, oh man, if I made better videos, I'd have more money. I'd get more money. And then I thought, you know what else? And these things, they may be conscious or they may not be conscious. They might be completely subconscious. That's the thing about us humans. A lot of what goes on in us is subconscious. It's never a thought. It's never a thought you can put your mind on. It just happens. And when the dopamine flows, you don't need to think about it. You act. That's the purpose of dopamine. Act instantly without thought. Because the thing to capture might be gone instantly. And so the dopamine drives you and compels you and moves you and gives you extra energy and power to move to grab that thing. That's what our hunter-gatherer ancestors had to have. So I see this new camera, and this literally just happened to me within the month. It was a 360X that shoots 360 videos, and it's really cool. And I had to have it. And so, and I bought it, and it really is cool. And I think it really will make my videos better. I think you'll really enjoy it. But it was this exact same dopamine response, that the book talks about for all mammals and for all of our ancient hunter-gatherers. And so I bought the camera, and I'm hoping it'll make me better. Now, there's something else going on in there. All these chemicals, the 4 chemicals I listed, one of them was serotonin. Well, serotonin drives us in social ways. It drives us in social connections. So it drives us to seek approval and status. So serotonin flowed when I thought about this new camera, because I would gain status. And some of you will think, oh, that Bob makes such great videos. I'll be so popular and so wonderful. You'll all just thank me so much. And so, I kind of convinced some of you that I'm a saint. Well, I'm not really a saint. It's dopamine and serotonin operating in my brain, just like they operate in all other mammals, and wanting the same things that we all want. We all want status. We all want to be welcomed and embraced and to be held up and thanked. And it's part of being a human being. It's part of being a mammal. All mammals actually experience that. It's weird, isn't it? But it's true. All the science is in and says all mammals experience that desire for status and position and to be thanked and to be held up in high regard. It's just what mammals do. So I have these desires. So this is the chemical of more. It always makes you want more of whatever it is, whatever motivates you. Probably it's not a camera that motivates you. Maybe it's a new girlfriend. Maybe it's a new boyfriend. Maybe you've had this same boyfriend and girlfriend and they're getting on your nerves and you want a new girlfriend or boyfriend. Maybe it's a new van. Maybe you've had this old van and man, it's got all these problems and it's just boring. And I wish I had a new van. Maybe it's a new job. And for a lot of us, if you're still in a home, you're wanting new jobs all the time. You're just tired of this job and you're bored with it. You want a new job. And so there's always something more that motivates nearly all of us all the time. More. I want more. I want new. I want better. I want a new toy. It's got to be more shiny. And that craving for more is dopamine. It literally is dopamine. Once you see this new thing, you see the new girl or the new guy or the new car, you want it. And the dopamine flows. And the dopamine flows whenever you think about it, whenever you see it from then on. And you want it. And if it has to do with relationships, the serotonin flows. And so these 2 chemicals are acting to drive you. Here's the problem. Dopamine stops. Once you've got the new thing, it stops. Once you've got the new boyfriend, the new girlfriend, the new job, the new camera, it stops. It stops flowing. It starts looking for the next new thing because it's not good enough to eat that one gazelle. You've got to eat the next gazelle or you're going to die. So dopamine is climbing the tree looking for the next gazelle. It's getting bored with your boyfriend, girlfriend, and looking for the next one. It's getting bored with the new job, with the new amount of money, with the new car. A month later, you're tired of the car, you're tired of the boyfriend. And there's also another neurochemical called cortisol. And the stress of the new creates cortisol. And so now cortisol makes you feel bad. Dopamine makes you feel really good. Cortisol makes you feel bad. So cortisol makes you feel bad. So now all of a sudden you're starting to feel bad because you're bored with this thing. You got the new boyfriend and girlfriend, but she's kind of annoying. He's kind of annoying. And so you get tired of that. Now the dopamine flows on a new boyfriend, a new girlfriend, a new car, a new job, more money, new camera, name it. Whatever it is that drives you, whatever it is in your life, you want more. You want new. Scientists have a name for that. It's called hedonistic adaptation. We're going to talk a lot about hedonistic adaptation, about all these neurochemicals in the future. And hedonistic adaptation is when the neurochemicals run out. When the serotonin runs out, you've got the new status, you've got the new toy, the new thing, and the chemicals are gone, and you're bored with it, and you start to feel cortisol. The letdown from those things being gone releases cortisol. Now you're starting to feel bad, and you want to get rid of the bad feeling, but searching for the new gazelle, because you're getting hungry again too, or the new blueberry plant that, like our ancient ancestors did. We get addicted to buying things. We get shopping therapy is a real thing. I can assure you it's real in my life. I suffer from shopping therapy. You go to Amazon and you search around Amazon, and there's all these new things, and they all grab your eye. They're all shiny and new and wonderful, and the dopamine flows. But it doesn't enough to just see it, because it stops flowing. You got to buy it. Once you buy it, you're waiting for it to arrive at your front door. The dopamine pours out. Oh, I can't wait till I get it. And then you're stuck. You got the payment. You've spent the money. You don't have the money in the bank. Maybe you can't even make the next payment. Cortisol flows. You feel awful. You need more dopamine. It's a vicious cycle. So I hope this helps. I hope you just becoming aware, and you might think about getting this book and reading it. I would really encourage you to get and read this book. In the interest of full disclosure, let me tell you that I'm being paid for this ad, but it has nothing to do with why I'm doing it. I just love audible.com. I've been with them a long time, and I've just really come to love them and enjoy them. And right now they have a really good deal. If you go to audible.com/cheaprvliving or text cheap RV living to 500-500, you can go right now and get your first Audible book for free. You go there and you get a free Audible book plus 2 free Audible book originals. And that means they're books that they create just for Audible members, and they're free. And there's a selection of them, and you can get 2 of them for free. And I've found some really, really good ones. And I just really encourage you to go and do that, because I love having Audible books on my phone. They have deals throughout the year. So throughout the year, I get the email messages saying about deals, and I stock up and I buy a bunch of them. And I always have a bunch on my phone. So if I'm driving around, I have them on my phone. I just pull them up. And one of the great things about it is, even if you don't subscribe, if you drop your subscription, you keep the books. They're yours forever. And they have an incredible selection, Earth's biggest selection of Audible books. And so I'll put up now the book I just reviewed, and I love that book, and I really highly encourage you to get it. But at the bottom, you can see books like it. And these are kind of obscure books. These aren't the kind of books that you would expect. Of course, they have all of the fiction books and the nonfiction books that you would think of. But here, this is really in a kind of an obscure topic, and they have a lot of it. I just nearly always find exactly what I want. Really want to encourage you all to think about going and subscribing to Audible. Again, they have this great deal right now that if you go to audible.com/cheaprvliving or text cheaprvliving to 500-500, you can get a free Audible book and 2 free Audible book originals. And it's just really a great thing. So I really encourage you to do that. This book also has new habits you can learn and you can learn them. You can train your body to release dopamine to good things instead of the bad things. And so I really hope you'll pick up that book and read it and learn it. So if you got anything out of this video, I hope you did. Like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll be happy. The dopamine will flow if you will. And I'll talk to you later. Bye now.